My name is John McKeon, and I'm the moderator for the Teradata Aprimo River community, Teradata Aprimo's largest customer community. You can connect with us at teradataRiver2.com. Today, we'd like to welcome Abraham Kirubakaran, DBA-Team leader and vendor manager for Express Scripts. Abraham, welcome to the River today.
Thank you.
Abraham will be presenting at this year's partner conference on best decision possible through right platform analytics. Abraham, this is a tremendous challenge to try and take a workload such as yours and really manage it and synchronize it. What are the biggest challenges of managing a mixed workload environment?
Yeah, that's a good question. As you know, we have workloads ranging from some business teams trying to get an answer in sub-second or a few second response time. And also there are business teams which are trying to understand what is our pattern over the last quarter and over the last year. So those two are on the other end of the spectrum from a database management perspective. So to be able to address those two different workloads requires completely different solutions. And while we can satisfy all of that given a single platform from the Teradata Enterprise class, we still want to provide the best solution possible, but at the same time keeping the TCO of the platform at the optimal level. And that is what has eluded us to start looking into options where we can provide these solutions to the business teams and now also keep the TCO of the platform at the optimal level.
Abraham, what about tactical applications? How does that fit in the workload environment?
It's all relative. So in our case, at Express Scripts, we have on average about 180 million to 220 million hits in a given month to the database system. And as you can see, the volume of that relative to our environment is quite high. So being able to satisfy each one of those requests in a reasonable amount of time, which is what we've negotiated with our business partners as the SLA, it defines our tactical workload. About 80% of that is more tactical, where the response time is sub-second to few second response time. And the other 20%, which is very typical, where it's more deep analytics, where it takes much longer, consumes a lot more resources, and it's more ad hoc in nature.
Well, Abraham, how many types of workloads do you really have, and how do you actually manage to keep these in sync?
At a very high level, we have two different types of workloads. One has a high number of requests coming into the database, and then there is the other part which is low, few requests coming from the business applications. Those are the two different type of workloads that we have, and the differences between them is the higher the number, the lower the turnaround time or the request satisfaction time. But the lower the number, it takes much longer and consumes a lot more resources. So how do we coexist? Both in single platform provides challenges, and those are the two different kinds of workloads that we strive towards provide a solution for.
So, Abraham, in terms of DCO levels, how has the Teradata platform really enabled this platform to be a success?
So we started off with the enterprise class several years ago in 2005. And the enterprise class kind of serves the foundation for being able to provide solutions to the business partners and business applications, whatever the type of workload it is, both from tactical or to deep scan analytics. But as the business grows, as people get more comfortable using the platform, we drive value out of the platform. There is more and more requirement for the system to be in place. And with that, it brings challenges of the increased number of workload on the system. How do we keep the cost down? How do we keep the TCO down for the platform? So we started pushing ourselves to understand the delineation between the workloads and started to look at the other options available from the Teradata organization, from the product family, and that led us to the purchase of the appliance hardware, which provided us more capability from a perspective of keeping tactical applications up and running, providing the more stringent SLAs, and at the same time offloading and forklifting deep scan analytics applications over to the appliance platform, which is more suited for that kind of workload. So we were able to achieve both our perspective and provide the solutions to our business partners, and at the same time, from an infrastructure perspective, keep the TCO of the platform at the optimal level.
Abraham Kirubakaran, DBA lead for Express Scripts. He is presenting at the Partners Conference this year and should be a great talk on best decision possible through right platform analytics. Abraham, thank you very much.
Thank you.